Hello everyone, and welcome back to IdiotCraft, the Minecraft series where you get to tell me, a professional artist idiot, exactly what to do in this wonderful Minecraft world. And to explain that, we're starting off where we left off on our last episode, which, for the 25th episode, I decided to do a live stream. And thank you for those that join me, thanks for those who have caught up on the VOD. Afterwards, I am going to be doing live streams more often in the future, and of course those live streams will be coming up on YouTube as VOD, so you can check them out later. But here we are in the build that was a suggestion on the live stream, which is a train station, like an underground metro railway station, like the London Underground. But I neglected something very important. So there is a very important block in Minecraft that I think would be perfect for down here in this subway. And the reason why is the texture on these walls. Whilst I love the colour and I love the contrast of the black and the white here, the iron as the ceiling and the quartz as the floor, kind of giving this tile look, is lovely. The walls look a little bit too busy for me, and the bone is not quite white enough. And then I realised just how much of a professional idiot I have been, because there is a whole group of blocks, well, it's a single block to be coloured in lots of different ways, that I have just completely neglected. And I think it's because I've been building in this kind of medieval-ish old world style that I completely forgot about a more modern block. Let's go down into our basement and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I've just cleared out my inventory a little bit, and there are some blocks I need from here. Let's see how much of this I can actually make. I'm sure I've got more sand somewhere. Where's all of my sand gone? Does red sand work for this? Well, we're going to find out. So the block that I'm talking about is, of course, for those of you that know, concrete. Now, I'm going to make lots of white dye, because, you know, you can never have enough dye, and I've got bones coming out the wazoo. But essentially, for this, we take sand, we take gravel, and we put, okay, red sand doesn't work, so I'm going to have to go out and mine some sand. But if I do this, and then there we go. So I've already got 40 white concrete powder. Now, concrete works in two ways. Let me just pop a piece of concrete powder down. So this is actually not a bad texture. It looks rather nice, but you know, I'm going for as little texture as possible. So if I go out here, I'm pretty sure I've got some water up here somewhere. Ah, yes, there we go. There's a bit of water. There's a bit of flowing water there as well. So if I take this white concrete powder, pop it in the water, we get a concrete block. And this, if I just, there we go, pop this down for you instead. In fact, let's put it next to a white concrete powder so you can really see the difference between those. There we go. This is a lovely flat white texture. It's a lovely flat white block, and it stacks beautifully. So I think that is what we need. Now, I need to be able to get this all wet as well. There are a couple of ways that I can do this. I think for the walls, I might just put all the concrete powder in place and then hit it with a water bucket. When we're talking about concrete, pop a concrete powder on top of here, it acts like sand. So now if I mine out this concrete block, see, that falls, and that's just the way the concrete works. So it falls like sand when it's powder. It stays in place like any other block when it has been turned into normal concrete. So I need to head off over in this direction. Let's eat some chicken. And I need to collect as much sand as I possibly can, because I need to make lots and lots of concrete. And this can be dyed all of the colors of the different dyes in the game. So yeah, it's actually a very, very useful building block. Right, I'm gonna get some sand, got plenty of inventory space, and I'll be back to you in just a little bit. And welcome back to my basement. Yes, I've gone out. It didn't actually take very long with the efficiency shovel that I've got. This is all of the sand that I've collected, plus some gravel as well. So let's start making as much concrete as we probably don't need to turn this all into concrete. We'll do a good amount. That's going to be a heck of a lot, isn't it? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 8 stacks of white. Oh, you know what? It's fine. I'll use it at some point, I'm sure. Right. Now, I need as well a bucket of water. And then we can head over to our train station and start laying things. Oh, there we go. I took my bed with me in case it got to night time. It didn't. So there we go. Another sleep in the basement. And then we can head over to the train station. I need to get a proper path over here, I think, because this is a bit tricky at the moment. But let's get the actual station in first, and then we can think about all of that gubbins afterwards. Right, I'm just going to start down the end here. I'm going to start removing this and popping in the concrete instead. Oh, this calcite comes out so quickly. It's lovely. There we go. That was nice and quick. Let's get some white concrete powder. And I've left this bit here still as calcite just for comparisons. So, if we start popping this in here. Okay, so we can already see the difference between the calcite and the white concrete. But this is still just a white sand texture. Let's get this water bucket. I'm going to click. Yeah, we're going to get rid of our torches doing this. But you can see I can turn this all into a lovely flat white texture. Now then, that to me feels much more modern, much more industrial, much more train station-y. The only thing I'm not too keen on at the moment, I like the red because, you know, this is the red station. I'm not 100% sure on the lighting. I feel like I need to do something else with the lighting. I think we're going to have a little bit of an experiment. But let me get the rest of this turned into concrete that we've already got. Let's see how far up I can do this as well. And we'll take things from there. Okay, so I have been doing a lot of work. I feel like let's put the white concrete powder in here and the white concrete with the sand and gravel. That seems to make sense. Let's pop a few other bits away. Now, I need to start working on the outside of the station, and I'm going to take you over in just a second, show you what I've been doing on the inside. But I feel like on the outside, we're probably going to do, yeah, blackstone. Maybe we will take some of the concrete with us as well, and a little bit of concrete powder. And I'm feeling we might go copper as well. Talking on the live stream, we were talking about the French metro stations and how they have these lovely Art Deco and Art Nouveau feels. So I feel like we want to go for a little bit of the copper on the outside. Do I have any copper? Yes. Just a bit. I've actually got, yeah, I've got a few different blocks. I'm gonna have a play around. I'm gonna see what I can get together, and I'll take you over. I'll show you what we've got on the inside, and then we can start thinking about the outside and the entrance. Okie dokie, right. Well, now I've got some blocks together. You can see I've put in a path. Yes, I have. I've actually done the work. We now have a path going over to our underground station. So just over here, this is why we need an outside, because so far it's just this black square and it's not that pretty. We want to make it look a little bit prettier. But if we go down, you can see I've been putting up posters just like we have in the metro stations, lots of repeating posters as well. So these picture frames actually have glowstone behind them to add some additional light. Same down here with these ones. Every poster has a light behind it. Down here we've got glowstone, but we have it set down a block and then an iron trapdoor over it, and then the same here in the ceiling. I have one in the ceiling here, ceiling and floor here. It just makes it feel much more light and bright and welcoming. So down here we really need to think about our trains and where they're going, and how we're gonna set up stations at the other end. That will be a job for another time, because I feel like a train system, a rail system, is to go quite a long distance. So we could have one that goes over, for instance, to the iron farm instead of using the nether hub, or we could have one that goes all the way out to the flowers biome as well. But again, that's quite a distance. It's going to take a lot of work. We have got our little mine set up, or we're going to have a little mine set up. So we could have one that goes from here over to our little kind of industrial area that we have with the factory, with the super smelter, and what will be the mine over there. So that is just over in this direction. It wouldn't be a huge distance, and it would probably be more trouble than it's worth. No, actually, that might be nice. We can have a little tunnel that comes round here, out through the mesa and along there, and we're probably on about the right level as well in terms of Y level in the world. Let me just go and sleep, and then I think we can get to building the outside of our little metro station. Oh yeah, we have an Enderman in the house at the moment who won't go away. Okay, I think we are going to call this build done. Obviously, we still need to get the actual train lines in and decide where they are going. But this is the outside of the station here. And then if we go down, of course, we've got all of the... Oh, pick up that block. We've got all of this interior that we have been working on. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, and also where you think our train lines should head off to. This has been yeah, this has been a fun episode. I really like this little black detail coming up here. I like it. Feels like you're walking into an old train station. This feels like it'll be much nicer when it starts to oxidize. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. We'll get it going into those colors, and we'll just see how it goes in the future. But I think it nettles quite nicely back there. So I think that is a good place for us to leave it for today. As we zoom in, you'll probably see the Enderman walking around my house. I need to serve an eviction notice or something. I need to get him out of there. But I have had fun today. I've really enjoyed building this station. As I say, I'm going to be live streaming more in the future. I might also be joining an SMP and streaming some of that as well. So please do head over to Twitch. I'll be streaming on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and anywhere else I can stream at the moment. So don't forget to leave your comments down below on what you think I should be doing in either a live stream or one of these episodes. Of course, live streams will be posted as VODs, or they'll be behind the scenes whilst I'm doing some of these buildings. As always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.